Hello guys and welcome to episode 5 of my Rising Lords campaign series. So, in the last episode, we had the Siege of Tannheim, which is where, was it the Black Bunch? They came over, tried to take us on, and they got smashed. Well, I say they got smashed, actually, it was pretty close to be honest with you, but we did win. And nothing's really changed. All we've got now is just Victory in Distress, which is this little county down here, where if you remember, I can't remember myself, but it was where the girl who had stolen from us in Perlenbach actually came back to us and told us the fact that the peasants in Vigry were being held under distress by, I think it was either rebels or it was their lord, who they were treating the peasants horribly. And so she told us to take it over. And I assume by taking it over, we will be able to either liberate it back to its rightful peasantry, or we'll be able to take ownership of it and get a whole new county to control. Either way, it's my next mission and what I want to focus on. So we're earning a nice amount of money in per turn, 564 coins. So we've got 180 stocks of light armor. We're currently not actually having any blacksmith. So we need to get some, and it's because we use up a lot of troops in our armies, we've taken them off. So what I want to do, we're getting loads of wood in, and I will still get loads of wood in because I want to get quite a few buildings. So here in Perlenbach, where we're actually about to hit our 2,500, I want to get a smiths in because I want to make more equipment. We've got, we don't actually got any wooden working here, but all the resources up here transfer it automatically across the county. So if we get a smithy here, we can get building, or get crafting, I should say, equipment such as light armor with the wool, or we can get bows or spears made. We make the iron. In fact, we can get all of them made. We have all the access to all the equipment apart from horses. That's the only one we don't have. What I want to do is get enough wood and stone to get a smithy, but do we actually have enough now? We do. How many times is it? 6. Yes, so we'll take both these guys. We are losing a bit. I'm going to actually take down the tithe there. So we balance 82 and keep getting more people in. We actually don't have that peasant there, the 2,500 peasant, so hopefully we'll get that. And we're building up our cattle stock, and we're planting our crops. We're also mining a bit of stones. I'm actually going to take one miner here and then put them there, so we're going to get this in 2 turns. And also give us a little bit of housing as well to cover for that. Okay, thievery. A large amount of the season taxes have vanished. And a bishop was spotted. Victory have blessed with a bishop. The bishop will increase the habitats of a region by 4 when in your region, and decrease habitats by -4 when in a rival region. So, yeah, okay, that's not classing as a rival region. But, okay, so you do want a bishop to come into your territory. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so I've moved over a peasant from the sawmill to the smithy, just so we can actually get a little bit of stock building up. Actually, I'm going to get another peasant here, so we actually got another peasant in, got the 2 peasants there. We're mining a little bit of iron here for the spears. We've got another peasant in Perlenbach, so well, actually we've got loads because we finished the smithy, so I'm actually going to get them to make not light, I'm going to get bows for now, so we'll have people working on bows, and then actually, ooh, running out of wood, and I do want to keep the wood, so this is a tough one. So I want to get in the iron so we can make spears. Okay, I'm going to have to take one of these guys off. And I'm going to need to find another piece of work for them to do. Because if we put them here, again, it's only marginal increase because there's not enough cows for another farmer to be useful. What I also want to start doing, guys, is building up some barracks. We can see we've actually got some new buildings. I don't remember seeing a chapel and a church. So it gives a chance for a bishop special figure to appear and increases housing, and it gives 1 happiness, but it's just quite expensive. But let's get one, because actually it gives 500 housing. I know we don't need the housing yet, but the happiness as well is good, and then the bishop chance. We've also got a stable here. Oh, is that because... That's why. It's because it's opposite our castle. So if we build anything next to our castle, we get the courtyard, chapel, and stable. But look, cost and increased building time by 50% when building on a forest. So actually, I can use the space here, but I've been a bit of an idiot because I have put buildings around this. Well, I didn't want to put the sawmill, but I put this one here, this inn. I believe I did. Or maybe that's one with that. I can't remember. But we've actually got 1 space here to build. I'm building. I think we'll get a church because the stables is good, but we don't actually. It gives us 50 cavalry to the garrison, but we don't actually have any horses to store, so I don't think it's actually going to get the worth out of it. So I'm going to get a church. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the iron worker and 1 swords worker, so that should be done then in 3 turns. I'm then going to, here in Pearl and Back, I'm going to look what other buildings I want to get. So same here in Pearl and Back. Actually no, sorry, there isn't, but I can get Stone Castle, which does the same as what this wooden castle here is doing. It lets you build the buildings around it, and then obviously also add some sort of garrison. But first, actually, I want a town guard just so we get 100 spearmen in. But we don't actually have enough wood, so I can't actually do that one yet. What I'm going to do instead is get the inn workers on the quarry. Get all 4 of them on the quarry. The reason is because I want the wood to build buildings, so I don't want to have any more bowmen. And all of our other things, we can't really put them on. So we'll get them here. And the 4 stone means we can actually then go for a stone castle, which does take 10 turns. My goodness. Off to Horman. A sweaty and dirty messenger arrives at the gates of Tannheim. It is Rykard's squire, and he's an important message for Tancred. My lord, we need your help urgently. Your brother is in grave danger. You must gather all available men and attack Horman at once. Tancred's breath catches in his throat. Horman is a free imperial city after all, he thinks. Don't be a fool, young man. The council would never tolerate such a thing. Horman is our ally, Davis says. The squire can hardly stand on his feet. He's so exhausted. Horman has fallen. A certain Urgot and his followers have taken the guards by surprise and seized power. Now boats carrying supplies, weapons, and men are being sent from Horman across the Ettin to support the besieged in Holm. If we cannot prevent this, we will lose. The losses from our attack are too high. Immediately, Tancred grabs his sword and rushes out the door. He has an army to raise. Concerned, Ava watches him leave. So we now actually have another mission. By the end of turn 22, so we should have 7. The city is heavily fortified. Tancred need ladders. So we haven't even dealt with Vigry yet. Oh my goodness. So we urgently need supplies. So actually, I think we need to stop the wood production. I think we can actually wait on the church, because the church is just really going to give us more housing. That's the main thing we're at. A little bit of happiness, but the main thing is the housing. So I'm actually going to put some more people on wood. Ooh, we've got 7 turns. So I'll put some more people on wood. And then I can then put 4 people here. Oh, actually, you have 3, can't you? So I've got my 3 people here making loads of bows. Need more spears to use up all this light armor. But even then, I want to get like 300 bowmen. But we're going to need loads and loads of spearmen. Oh, okay. We need... I'm going to reduce the amount of tax to be paying, because we need more people. And so happiness is obviously going to raise that. I don't understand this. Why is our population in Tannheim decreasing? Our happiness is really good. Maybe we haven't got enough food from the sheep. I don't know, but really frustrating. I'm going to take one of these sawmill workers and put them on the smithy then. Okay, so we've finally got another peasant back, thanks to the increasing happiness and health. So I'm going to put them again on the spear making. So we actually now have enough spears. And once at the end of this term, I think I'm going to go and switch Pearl and Back to making light armor to complement the spears. Because we've got loads of bows. We've already got, like I said before, 100 plus archers already. So we don't need that many more archers compared to how many spearmen we need. What I'm worried about, guys, and I actually think it might have been a little bit too late to sort this out. It says I must liberate Horman, which I've just discovered is this one here, by the end of turn 22. Yet Oxenberg is in the way. And as Oxenberg seems like it's a rebel city as well, genuinely worried that the game is going to make me have to destroy Oxenberg and then take on Horman as well, which means that we've had to have destroyed Oxenberg on round 21, which means we actually only have 1 turn left to get all my equipment in, which is really, really worrying. Let's get light armor. We'll hopefully get more equipment in, and then actually we can also turn down the amount of wood. There we go. But yeah, it's a bit worrying, isn't it? I'm not going to risk it though. I am going to make sure that I built my army up by around 20, and then I'll attack Oxenberg on round 20, and then round 21 I could then come back, equip even more troops to replenish what we've lost, and then take on Hormond. We actually do now have a merchant. So what's the cheapest? Bows are surprisingly expensive. Spears, it's light armor that's the cheapest, but light armor we make tons of, and also we have loads of wool, so I'm not going to buy in light armor. I'm actually going to buy in spears. I'm not going to buy in the full 120, because again, that's all our money gone. But if I buy in 80 spears, actually no, because look, we're actually making more, more spears. We do light armor now. Yeah, we'll actually buy in some light armor then. So we've got, what is that, about 70 more light armor? We'll get 70 more spears, we'll get 70 more light armor. There we go. And I'll just balance them out now to get 2 more light armor and 10 more spears. So that means now we have enough for each. We're going to go up by 90. So I think in the next turn, I'll mobilize the troops. What I've realized, guys, is I'm a bit of an idiot, because it actually takes 2 turns to march. You have to go to the border, and then you actually have to march on their territory, I believe. So we might actually miss our opportunity to come back and replenish troops, which would be very, very worrying. So, and also this is actually where I've been a bit of an idiot, because I actually didn't realize all these ones were all territories that were ran by the rebels, which means I think we could have been taking these out previously. So it's not like we've wasted too much time, because I didn't really have much of an army anyway, but we maybe could have tried to take them out sooner. But let's mobilize our army. It does say we need ladders, that's an important thing. We have 396. Oh, that's annoying. We can't actually get to ladders without having to... Okay guys, so I'm going to get the bridge tech and get ladders, and then I can't actually get ladders again. I can equip bridge, but I don't think it's actually going to be that useful for the mission we're going on, so I'm going to unequip it for now. And I'm going to get first... No, I can't get first strike either. I don't have enough XP, so actually I can't really get anything. And what I discovered from the last episode is blind fire is absolutely useless. I can't seem to actually be able to select it, which is even more hilarious. It's just an absolutely terrible stat. Okay, so I'm going to set 150, well, about 150 men in each. Get some more spearmen here. Okay, so we've got 250 spearmen, and then our last spearman will be a slightly smaller batch of just 56. But they can cover our archers, or be used as more of like a filler squad. If we've seen that one flank is particularly getting hit hard, we can use them as a filler squad. With the archers, I feel like, well, yes, I could have loads of archers, and I am going to actually get more archers. I feel, I don't know if I have 3 archers, or if I have 2 archers and then 2 peasants. I'm definitely going to have 2 peasants. I think a lot. I think 250 peasants there. And then it's either, so I'll get at least 100 archers in each. How many bows does that leave us with? That leaves us with, I think I need to go for, because I could go for 200 archers in each. Yeah, okay, I think I'll go for 200 archers in each. And then I'll go for about 250 peasants in each. Oh, you can see the happiness though. Oh, no, we actually can't have this many peasants. 25 happiness. We've also obviously lost. What would that be? That would be about 3 workers. Sorry, no, that would be 4 workers we've lost there. So, well, a big hit to the economy, but that's absolutely fine. The 4 worker loss isn't major, because a lot of them are making weapons anyway. But the happiness hit, that's huge. That really is huge, because I'm worried that if we hit that much happiness, we actually will rebel. But what I can do is just then decrease taxes significantly. So we'll get that. 1,000 men. The army, the fierce Tancred's army is ready. Happiness, doesn't look like it's rebellion level. But what I'll do is set a quarter teeth, so we'll hit happiness up quite quick, and then we're at least still making money. It's not like we're losing money. In terms of actually, having lost all those peasants, the farms are still working fine. And the last guy's just working on the wood cuttings. That looks absolutely fine to me. Looking at it though, I still don't know if this is going to be enough to take them on, because Yes, we've got a good amount of archers. 400 archers is a good amount. And yes, we've got a decent amount of spearmen, about 360. I still don't know. We can take on Oxenberg, but Horman, it makes it clear it's a heavily fortified city. So we'll march on Oxenberg now, but we'll have to see. If we can march straight through Oxenberg to Hormund, we might have a chance. But if we actually have to take on Oxenberg and then straight on take away Hormund, I don't think we'll have enough men. Oxenberg. Oxenberg is a poor, squalid settlement. The local knight was a vassal of House Stalwart and has fled to Styr in fear of the rebels. To ensure there would be no rebellion in his absence, he took every trinket and gold from his subjects, claiming that they would get it back if they took proper care of his noble horses. The knight has not returned to this day. Rumour has it that he squandered the money in the brothels of Styr and was eventually slain in a duel. No property to speak of, the local people can only survive from the meagre harvest and are completely impoverished. They leave the emaciated horses to Tancred and warily retreat into their huts. Okay, so that's fascinating. That's really fascinating, guys. So I was expecting either we just march straight through Oxenberg, or we have to fight Oxenberg, but it's actually been the complete opposite. We've gone into it, but then just taken it. So we've actually now owned Oxenberg, and you can see here it's in terrible state with terrible happiness. Literally, like very, very little food. We've got basically no peasantry here. The sheep are all dying anyway. We have got 15 horses, but I can't really do anything with them yet. So this place is a complete mess. What I can do is try and support it with food from Perlenbach, because it is going to run out of food otherwise. That's what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to go into Perlenbach, and I'm going to send to Oxenberg, even if it's just 400 food, because I'll send 1,000 food. But because it's such a small little place, it's only got 600 people, so that 1,000 food will go a long way. Now, guys, we can march on Hormund, and this is their army down here. They've got crossbowmen, archers, 2 spearmen, swordsmen, and 2 peasants. So, because we've got 2 archers, I'm hoping we'll out-snipe them, because I can't imagine they'll have 200 of each like we have. But if they do, then I think that's already game over for us, because they've probably got 100 swordsmen, probably got 150 spearmen each, probably 200 peasants, so it's going to be a really tough battle, guys. So, we march on them. Oh yeah, you need a peasant for your sheep in Oxenberg or those will die. We actually can't do anything about that. Oh no, we can trade them to a different city. So what about Anheim? Does need the sheep, or can at least use them. How much is that going to cost me? It cost me 500. The sheep just aren't worth that much money to transfer them over, so sadly their sheep are going to have to just die. How sad. We have got a boar. Where's this boar? It's here. I'll get everyone I can fighting this boar. The executioner. As they approach Hormund, they are met by a gruesome sight. Lifeless figures hang from the battlements everywhere. They are nobles and priests from Hormund and Holm, women and men alike. The executioner lives up to his name. This is a knight beside Tancred. Grinning, the rebels look at Tancred's force from the walls of Hormund. A black-clad figure appears among them and addresses Tancred in an icy voice. Liberator of Hormund. Okay. No, that's not very icy, is it? It's more deep and bassy. We've cleansed this city of the corrupt priests and greedy nobles. Open the gates and surrender. Perhaps then we will show you mercy. Tancred shouts as loudly as he can. A hooting laugh echoes from the walls. We renounce the mercy of the nobility. A new time has come. No one rules over us anymore. If you still want to try, there's still room for you hanging rope, or for you hanging from my rope. Grinning, Alga holds up a noose. Assuming it's going to be battle. Let's take him on. Okay, so Actually, I saw on the world map it said they had a small army, and I didn't want to bring it up in case that I'd comment about it being a small army, and then they'd place down their units, and we'd just go, oh Christ. But actually, they placed down 30 archers, and we know they only have an archer and a crossbowman. So if one of their archers is simply just 30, then my peasants could wipe them out. So okay, so that's something to think about. I'm going to place these archers on this structure. 20. Okay, guys, we're absolutely going to wreck them. Absolutely going to wreck them. Yeah, they've absolutely been stomped. If we don't wreck them now, then I don't really know what to say, but like, yeah, this is a much easier fight than I was anticipating. I've had so many close calls in this game, from where I've gone, oh, we can take them on. If you've watched my single player scenario series, you'd know about the battles I've had and lost quite a few times, and the last Battle of Tannheim was a close one. Battle of the Bridge, we almost got destroyed, so I wanted to come in more prepared, but actually, got as many pikemen as they have spearmen. Well, actually more, because we have the 50 extra here, and our archers all together could probably one-shot all their archers. Guys, I don't even need to speak about this one being close, you can just see it. But anyway, let's crush him. My mission will be to try and crush him with little casualties on our side, because all these people represent people who live in my town, so I don't want to actually lose them, because if I can go back and then just disband them, I assume I get the people back and the equipment back. So that would be good. So what I'm going to do is just aim at these swordsmen, because the swordsmen are one of them to do the most damage. If I can take out a lot of these guys, that is going to be a lot of them. Ooh, I'm actually saying that taking out some of these bowmen would be important to whittle down their bowmen soon. So I have got some pavises which I want to apply when possible, just so that I don't lose any archers. And the ladders we can apply on obviously their walls. This guy seems like the only one who can actually reach. So actually I probably shouldn't have placed... No, he's more of a flanking force. These guys can deal with this. I'll save the ladder. I don't need it right now. I'm not going to do the Warcraft right now because it only hit this guy. But I think we simply can retaliate. I think what I do then... no, I'll take him on. Oh shit, they can attack us through the walls. I forgot about that. Okay. These peasants are coming out, but these peasants are pretty... they've almost been annihilated already. So let's take them out. So that's them. We've now captured that little strong point there. We can block off these peasants from attacking our archers. Actually, not block them off. There's no movement. There's no attack on movement in this game, which is what I've noticed. In a lot of turn-based games I've played over the years, there's always a sort of system. Oh wow, right. So that's one thing I've learned from this game as well. Is crossbowmen are damn good. Where archers whittle people down over time, crossbowmen are ridiculously overpowered. Ridiculously overpowered. Because every time I've seen crossbowmen, they're always like half hitting my troops. And that's 60 crossbowmen and they half hit my 60 spearmen. Like, if I had 200 crossbowmen, I'd be probably one-shotting these 60, I'd be one-shotting these guys, half-hitting these, like, insane. Absolutely insane. Right, attack these guys because they've actually already used up their retaliation. Actually, that's these spearmen probably close to death. Oh, brilliant, that's those guys dead though. And then who can I shoot at here to take out these guys? We get them almost as many pushes on them as the archers. And they're binded as well, so because they're binded, they can't actually move off this fire. So I just need to use them up. They can't actually do anything. Why can't they actually do anything? Is the unit's bound? Can only attack the unit that bound it. Which unit bound it then? Because I'm trying to click on all of them. It's a little bit confusing. I'll just tell them to entrench. They're useless anyway. Okay, so that's those spearmen dead. They're actually now burning as well. Okay, so the fire does actually affect both sides. It's good to know. Okay, so that's them dead. I'm going to give the ladder to... Ooh, I'm going to give the ladder to these guys, because then they can just use it straight away. They're in. Brilliant. Yeah, those crossbow with those flame arrows are really deadly. That's what I mean. So their units have been trash. But those crossbowmen have just peppered and peppered and peppered us. And they've done so much damage. Okay, so that's them almost finished now. I don't actually want to go on this tower. Oh, they're both flaming, aren't they? So it doesn't really make a difference. Let's just go on this one. Knock them out. And then see if we can breach through this wooden wall instead of the stone wall over here. I'm actually going to take out there. Once you reach that crossbow though. Oh, it's a dummy. Oh, that's annoying. I'm going to tell these guys to... We'll actually delay them for now. Okay, so brilliant. That's where the Pavis is so useful. Okay, I'm just going to have to entrench here. Not much we can really do. Yeah, the Pavis is just brilliant. Really good card. I'm going to go for their crossbow because the crossbow is just doing so much damage. You can walk right through the wall because they actually are running low on morale. We're losing a lot of men here from that fire. Right, yeah, now we're taking them out. Yeah, brilliant. So that's only 7 of them left. So they should be dead. They should be dead. And now they're not able to do very much damage anyway. So they've got a Pavis on. So I'm just going to wipe out these bowmen to make them run away. Because we should now win on morale. Get through this wall just yet, though. I'm surprised they haven't routed yet. They will now once you've killed this unit. There we go, look at that. They should be gone. Oh, come on, how are they not dead yet? There we go, so we captured that base as well. Brilliant stuff. Victory! 832 gold as well. So what I've learned from that battle is small armies have about 50 units per per entity. But what I've also learned, and I'm actually going to try and implement it in my own armies, is crossbowmen are really good. And I think crossbowmen are ranged plus light armor. I think that's just all they are. And we actually produce so much light armor. So I think I'm going to just stop making bowmen and start making just crossbowmen. Because again, we produce loads of wool from all our sheep, so I can just pump out, always have something pumping out light armor, so we have hundreds and hundreds, and then just keep changing between ranged and spears. On the bridge, Horman and Holm have been liberated from the rebels. Ergot the Executioner lies before Tancred. Tancred's attack has distracted the rebels, and Camillo's troops, led by Rykard, have stormed the neighbouring town of Holm. Tancred stands on the ruins of the bridge that once crossed the Ettin. The river rushes beneath him. The defeated rebels are rounded up on the bank and put in heavy chains. Camillo's men show no mercy. The first prisoner is being pushed into the water, dragging the chained men behind him into the raging river. Other soldiers break into the town's houses and start looting. Tancred is distracted by a cheerful voice. "We did it," says Rykard, embracing him. What a victory. They'll be writing heroic tales about us for years to come. The victory of the two brothers. I'm going to be more, I was about to say sensible, is not the right word, but just more concerned. What's happening here is not right. He looks at the prisoners by the river. Do not grieve, brother. They've earned it. You saw what they did at the wall. They're the ones who killed our father. Who knows how many more are hiding in the houses? Rykard grabs Tancred by the shoulder and looked into his eyes, smiling. That was an important victory. Camillo has regained his home. Rebellion in the west is defeated. The future belongs to House Tanai. What are you going to do? Asked Tancred in wonder. Rykard looks south. Do you see what this war has done to our land? These peasants are setting all of Orbil in a blaze, and the vultures are already circling in the north. Niosian pirates ravage the coasts in the south of the continent. The Empire of Gotika has its eyes on Orbil. We've seen them conquer other countries with the snap of their fingers. We can only stop all of this if we fight together under one banner. And on that banner should be the Tree of Argon. The Tree of Argon, we can stand by the side of a new king, and the Tree of Argon, that is the sign of the ancient kingdom. I don't really know my response to this one, to be honest with you. I think I'll go for this top one. I want to be king, Tancred. Rykard interrupts him. King of Orblin. Tancred looks at him in disbelief. Did you get something on your helmet? I don't see any blood. No, it sounds crazy. Rykard replies. But do you know what our father and mother kept from us all our lives? That we descendants of the last queen. We have royal blood in our veins, brother. He laughs. You would have thought it, right? Little insignificant house Tanheim is rightful heir to the kingdom of Argon. Tancred head spins. Tancred, let me introduce you to Sir Morcar. He will explain. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, that is the last of that. Unless it's going to go straight into another little what would that be? A little speech piece or whatever you call it. Oh no, that actually is the end. You've reached the end of the available missions. We're hard at work polishing up the remaining missions, which will be uploaded soon. Like what you've seen so far, or if you have any ideas and critiques, please consider leaving a review. Greatly help us out as well as other players who might be interested in the game. So guys, that is the end. I can't believe it. That came way quicker than I thought. I'm genuinely being serious. I thought we were only just, like, you know, getting into it. Oh, I'm actually a bit sad. I was really enjoying that, to be honest with you. And I assume if you've watched all of these through, then you're enjoying it as well. So thanks a lot for watching. I will definitely be on the case to completing these missions when they come out. But if you want to really do make sure I do, then please give the video a like. Please comment down below telling me what you enjoyed about the series, maybe what characters interested you the most, what moments you thought were the best, and do mention if you are interested in any more content when the new chapters come out. So it said that it was chapter 1 and 2, but it didn't mention any sort of jump between them, so I'm not sure if we just completed chapter 1 and chapter 2 actually isn't out, or when it switched from chapter 1 to chapter 2. Either way, it looks like we're finished. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you've really enjoyed this Rising Lords content, and yeah, I will see you when the missions release.